Hey BookTube! Today I'm going to be doing the Cursed Child book tag. I was tagged to do this one by ROYA from ROYA Eve Reads. I will leave a link in the description box below to her channel and to her video. The tag was created by, I don't know who the tag was created by, but I will find their video and I will leave a link to that one in the description box below as well if you want to check it out. Just a little bit of a heads up, this tag is going to contain spoilers for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, so if you haven't yet read it, I recommend that you don't watch this video. There's not massive spoilers, but some of the questions do contain spoilers and some of the things that I'll be talking about might contain spoilers as well. So just if you haven't read the book, just be aware. Also, if I'm looking to my left at any time during this video, it is because the questions are really long and I'm reading them off my laptop. So we go. Question 1. Time Turner. If you could go back in time and change something from your past, what would it be? Nothing? I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, so any mistakes that I made in the past or anything misfortunate that happened to me in the past, I believe happened for a reason and is what has led me down the path that I'm currently on. So I wouldn't go back and change anything because I happen to like the path I am currently on, and I think that changing anything would change that, and I'm not really okay with that. Question number 2, Godric's Hollow. If you had to be stuck in another time period, which one would you choose? The 80s, because fluoro colours and the best music ever. Question number 3, Harry's parenting skills. Do you get along with your parents / do you think you would make a good parent or not? So as to whether or not I get along with my parents, I do get along with them. We still live together because I still live at home, and they are definitely pushing me and motivating me to sort of do what I want to do. As for whether or not I would make a good parent, I don't know. I like to think I would make a good parent. I don't want to be a parent like anytime soon though. I'm only 21. I think I can wait like at least another 8 or 9 years until I become a parent. But yeah, I like to think I'd be a good parent. I'd be one of those parents that'd be like, oh look, you're a baby. You have no say in what I dress you in, so I would just cosplay them like 24/7. Question number 4, Moldy Blanket. A gift someone gave you that you immediately wanted to give back. Okay, so every single Christmas my parents get me a present that is the same sort of every year, and every year I tell them, I don't want this, stop giving it to me. So mum, if you are watching this video, do not buy me that one thing. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you should know. Don't buy it this year. Just don't. I will throw it in your face. Question number 5, Hermionister of Magic. Because Hermione is the Minister of Magic in this book. See? Spoilers. What is your dream job and are you pursuing it? My dream job is to be an author and or screenwriter, and I am currently pursuing it. So I've just finished writing the first 6 chapters of my novel, which sort of makes up the first act. So I just sort of sent that one off to my friend so that she can give me some opinions on it before I start writing the rest of the novel, which is super nerve-wracking. So I'm kind of trying to do anything else other than think about that. I'm also at university. I'm studying a Bachelor of Arts majoring in creative writing and English, and next year I'm hoping to transfer into the Bachelor of Creative Arts creative writing course, which is very difficult to get into though, so I'm not sure I will, but either way that's sort of where I'm headed, and the courses that I'm doing will help me in the future to get a job as a publisher or an editor, which is something that I've been thinking about for a while and I think I'd really like to do. Question number 6, Ron's gut. What's your favourite food that's covered in gravy? It would be chips. Chips and gravy. Hot chips and gravy are my kryptonite. Question 7, Draco's redemption. Have you changed your opinion of someone as you got to know them? Yeah, definitely. I think first impressions can be very misleading because I think that when you first meet someone, they're not showing you their complete self. They're showing you just a portion of themselves, the portion that they want you to see first up. And I think that it's not until you really get to know someone that you can really form an opinion on them. So yeah, I've definitely changed my mind about people once I sort of get to know them. Question number 8, paint and memory. What's a painting that talks to you? So I'm really not that interested in art, so I don't have an answer for this question. Question number 9, North Westeros. So I had no idea what this meant until ROYA sort of explained it. In her video it means like Northwest, like the Kardashian kid. I don't know. Would you mind being the cursed child of a celebrity having to always live in their shadow? So I think this would be incredibly difficult to do. Not just the whole like being a child of a celebrity thing, but I think that a lot of people sort of grow up being in the shadow of people. They're either in the shadow of their friends or in the shadow of their siblings or their parents. And I think that it's a very difficult position to be in. So I don't think I would like that at all. Question number 10, scarring flashbacks. Which of Harry's flashbacks that were rudely interrupted by Voldemort did you enjoy revisiting the most? So I'm stealing Roy's answer here. I'm going with the flashback of when Hagrid burst into the hut on the rock and was like, "You're a wizard, Harry." I'm a what? I found that really nostalgic, especially because this is the 8th story 19 years later. I thought that, considering the first book was released in like 1997, and I think we read it as a family in like 1999 or 2000 or something. So to sort of be able to go back to that like all these years later is really nostalgic and just really beautiful. Curse you, Voldemort, for interrupting it. Question 11, saving Cedric. If you could save one Harry Potter character from their awful fate, who would it be? So this is a terrible question to make a Harry Potter fan answer because, you know, there were so many characters that I would want to save for so many different reasons. But for the purposes of this tag, I'm actually going to be going with Lupin, simply because it always bugged me that Lupin didn't really get to spend much time with his son. I love Tonks and I love Lupin and I love that they had a son together. And yeah, it really bugs me that he didn't get to spend any time at all with him, basically. Like, I think Teddy was what, like not very old when they died, and it's really sad to think about that. So question 12, a lot to live up to. Out of Rose, James, Lily, Albus and Scorpius, who are you the most like? Probably Albus, because I've always sort of been the black sheep. Well, I think that I've been the black sheep of my family, and I've definitely had my fair share of like parental drama. So yeah, I think that out of everyone, I would be the most like Albus. Question 13, shy Scorpius. A time in your life when you were unsure of yourself. Always. Probably the most recent and the sort of biggest one that happened was last semester. I had sort of a mental breakdown because I didn't know what I was doing, didn't know where I was heading, and it got really, really bad. I think that people need to understand that it's okay to be unsure of yourself every now and then, but if you're like constantly putting yourself down and are constantly unsure of yourself, then, you know, there's always people that you can talk to. Like, I spoke to some friends and some parents and some counselors, and now we're on the right track and like I'm headed to where I want to go, and I'm still unsure about myself, but it's getting better. Question number 14, angsty Albus. The Cursed Child has divided many fans as Albus is divided with many aspects of his life. Did you like or dislike The Cursed Child, and what's the main reason for your answer? Honestly, I absolutely love this play. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was the perfect way to expand on Harry's story and to give us a bit of an insight into what he's doing 19 years later, and also to get to spend some time with the next generation is fantastic. I know a lot of people say that it's essentially fanfiction because J.K. Rowling didn't write it, but it's not. It's still considered to be canon, and fanfiction is not canon work. So I don't really understand where people are coming from when they say that. I know that a lot of people also think it reads like fanfiction because of the plot and the structure and the fact that it's a play, but honestly, after reading it, I don't think it could be done as a novel. I'm really, really happy with the format that they chose to release it in, and honestly, I'm just happy that we got another story at all. And question number 15, epilogue. Do you want Harry Potter's story to still continue on somehow? I don't think Harry's story is ever going to stop continuing on. Honestly, there's always going to be someone new who picks up these books and starts to read them. Harry Potter is going to continue to grow and thrive. As for whether or not we get any new content on Harry's story, I'm going to say no. I think that Harry's story in particular is probably done now. You know, we were with him from the time he was 10 years old until the time he was 17, and now we've gotten to see a bit more of him as an adult, and I think that that's enough. In saying that though, I would love to see some spin-offs of the series. I think that spending some time with the Marauders or spending time even with the founders would be incredible. So yeah, J.K. Rowling, what are you currently writing? Is it more Harry Potter? Is it a spin-off? What are you doing? So there you go, that was the Cursed Child book tag. Now, I'm not going to tag anybody to do this one simply because I don't actually know who has and hasn't yet read this book, and you don't really need to have read it in order to do this tag, but some of the questions you will get a better understanding of it if you've read the book. So I'm not going to tag anybody, but if you have read the book and you want to do this tag, feel free. Just let me know in the comment section below that you've done it so that I can go and check out your video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a thing. Stay random. Bye.